Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is the 3rd October 2024. In this video, I'm going to evaluate the performance of the high liquidity zones generated by our NeoStock software in our previous report. So before we get into these discussions, all of you please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training lessons are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. At our channel homepage, you can find the tab posts. Some of you might be seeing the tab community. Whichever the tab you see, you click on the tab, then you get access to this post. This post is having a YouTube playlist link that will take you to all the training lessons. You just click on the link. Now we are into the playlist Supply Demand Zone Price Action course. Here you have all the training lessons are available. You need to start your training from lesson 1. For that you need to scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are placed in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this video description. So from the video description, you can find the link and you can join at our Telegram channel. It will be helpful to you. Each time when we release a new YouTube video or any other important updates, we will be providing at our Telegram channel. Now let's get into the analysis of the high liquidity zones generated in the previous report. Previous report we have identified 5 high liquidity zones from daily and 75 minutes time frame. And out of these 5, we got a trade from Tata Consumer Products, Tata Consumers. And Tata Consumers is a daily high liquidity demand zone. So let me go to the daily time frame. See, here we have a drop base rally. But looks like zone is violated, right? But before violation, we got an excellent trade that I will explain. And previously also, I have explained how I fine-tuned this zone, but a small error in that analysis. It's not an error, a very important thing I missed. What I missed, I will explain. A very, very important concept that you learn in lesson 22. I already told you lesson 22, you learned a new concept that I developed. It is a new concept developed by myself. That is lower time frame horizon as a lower time frame zone as an horizon to the higher time frame. That is having a very strong order flow, I told you, right? But unfortunately, even I missed it in my analysis in the previous discussion. But today I looked into this, that is a different story. But previously, many times generally I look for the the 5-minute zone as an horizon to the higher time frame zone. I will look into that. But sometimes 1 or 2 times, rarely, I might be ignoring. This is what happened. But anyway, let's look into that. This drop base, right? What I already explained to you previously, few days back, I have analyzed it probably on this candle. When it was on 25th, probably on 26th September video, I might have explained you this, how I fine-tuned this zone, drop base rally, and then this one is fine-tuned with 75 minutes time frame. 75 minutes time frame, I have identified this ERC candle, 2 base candles and a rally candle. This is the 75 minutes fine-tuned zone. Again this 75 minutes fine-tuned zone with the 15 minutes time frame. So 15 minutes time frame again identified with this drop base, 2 base candles and rally. Here actually how I overcome this rally base rally I will explain. Actually this is the rally base rally is the exact, but this is much clear in 5 minutes zone. And this is not only an horizon to the high liquidity zone, but it is also a very important high liquidity zone, 5 minutes high liquidity zone that we will discuss. But here we have a drop base rally is there. This again fine tuned with 5 minutes time frame. Here you see drop base rally. This entire thing is Xylee zone. Drop base rally. This is what I have drawn, this fine tuned 5 minute zone. But strictly speaking, if you would have gone back, you might have find here a rally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles and a rally candle. This is the 5 minute zone. See how many times this zone is tested. This is the first time, this is the second time prices entered here. This is the third time during the zone creation. Again after that fourth time it is tested. And the fifth time and the sixth time, okay, so leave sixth time, fifth time came very close. Very close. And today seventh time. So this is the 5 minutes high liquidity zone. This is not only 5 minutes high liquidity zone, it is acting as a lower time frame zone, as an horizon to the higher time frame. Then what about this fine-tuned zone? This is drop base rally. This is a reflection to the high liquidity zone. One of the important characteristics we have identified for the high liquidity zone, especially in 5 minutes high liquidity zone or 15 minutes high liquidity zones, many times LOTL zones will be created and new order flows. Institutions keep on adding new order flows into this area. This is not a confirmation, this is not a fine-tuned zone, this is a confirmation to this zone is having still a strong order flow. So that is and moreover remember this entire 5 minute zone, this newly created 5 minute zone is overlapped. So that's why I am deleting this. Now you see, you have complete clarity. This is our entry and this is our stop loss. This 5 minute zone, and moreover this 5 minute zone is an horizon to this entire daily high liquidity zone. Because this is the horizon to the entire daily high liquidity zone, it is having much more strong order flow. And moreover, before daily zone is created, already this zone has tested multiple times here. See, it is already tested here. Again moved up and again came down, but this move is small, but again considerable move. Again came down, again moved up and again came down, again moved up and again came down, came very close. Maybe institutions will keep on adding new order flows in this area. Sometimes just before entering into the zone, prices will move. Generally, you may keep some entry buffer. If that is the case, your trades will be triggered. Or sometimes narrowly you will be missing the trades near the 5 minutes high liquidity zone. So such kind of price actions you will be observing. Now here you see, this is during zone creation. Which zone? This entire daily zone creation. This entire thing is the price action at lower time frames. Now it picked up the orders and moved up, and once again it picked up the orders and see the rally, huge rally then after that. How prices rallied from here. Look from the higher time frame. You may see big rejections from the zone. See here the rejection and the continuation to that following candles. You see here a rejection, after that continuation to that, the following price action. If you look like this, today this zone is violated, but before this zone violation, it gave a very good trade to us. And go to the 5 minutes time frame. Let's look into today's trade. See, today morning 9:15 candle. Where is our entry? This is our entry here. This is the entry of this zone. At 11,000 sorry, 1167. 50 paisa is our entry. And what should be our target? 15-minute zone should be our target. Look here, probably you might be having a 15-minute zone here. Consider this is a legging is not really good, but if you consider this is the zone with a pro gap. When gap is started, go to the 5-minute zone, you will get clarity. Oh, something wrong here. All of a sudden market is it seems the data is updated. Morning exactly at this blue color line. Why there is all of a sudden a change in this? Morning it was something like this. This is the place it was opened, and then there is a wick towards up, and then came down. But now candles are behaving differently. Is there any dividend adjustment today? Let me go to the daily chart. No dividend adjustment today. Okay, anyway, something is fishy, but today morning this candle shown, this is the open, and then there is a wick, prices came down and came down. This was but now data is updated. I don't know what happened in trading view, because this was the open earlier, exactly the blue color line where I placed is with here pro gap is starting, open of this candle, exactly that area it reached. But all of a sudden the open is changed now. I mean, data is modified in trading view. I am not sure what is the reason behind this. But anyway, it exactly reached the target where I have drawn this blue color today in the morning once the trading is started. Because up to that exactly we got a 1:6 RR we got. See the RR, 1:6 RR. Let me refresh once again if anything will change. See again, candle is changed. I think something wrong is happening in trading view. You have seen right earlier candle until here it was filled. Now again I refresh, see exactly where I drawn this blue color line in the today morning when the trading is started. So market is opened with a gap down. So we have a pro gap area. We can say this is a rally, two base candles and a drop candle. This is the 5-minute zone with a pro gap. So pro gap area, a lot of strong order flow might be there. Generally what we do, where the market is open, generally we keep our target. If the target is very small, even you can revise up to high of this candle, that is also allowed. But see, already we got 1:6 RR till the open of this market. So that is the reason why you have to limit. I know some of you will exit at 1:5 target level. That also makes sense. But at least the maximum return it has given is up to 1:6 RR. This was the entry and we added some stop buffer. What happened? Go to the 1-minute candle, you will get clarity. See again, data is changed. Something is, some mess up is going on in trading. You see, the candle is supposed to open here, moved up and then it should come down. But anyway, today at 9:16 candle, we got the entry. After that, the zone, the high liquidity, 5 minutes high liquidity zone is slightly pierced. It's some 15 paisa or something, or 20 paisa. Slightly pierced. So it is within our stop buffer. And after that, again, market started moving up. and finally reached the target until the pro gap area where it is started today morning, the open. That way it achieved 1:6 RR it has given. Maybe some of you might have exited a little before. Or some of you may expect prices may go more inside and may enter deep. If you want to aim for a more higher target, you need to go for a trailing stop loss. Those people who have gone for trailing stop loss, here you see this drop, rally base drop, the 1 minute candle. This has been violated here. Maybe it is within some small stop buffer, but probably in this candle clearly it is violated. Maybe somewhere a little below this zone you might have exited. Probably you might have, let me draw a horizontal line to bring clarity. Those who are using 1 minute trailing stop loss, probably you might have exited somewhere here. See here you have a rally base, rally is there. A little below you add some stop buffer, you might have exited. So in this candle you might have exited. Who will be using this trailing stop loss? Those who are thinking prices will be further going and it will reach this 15 minutes target somewhere here. They are expecting, probably they use, because a pro gap is coming. We should be very careful. And those who really know the power of the pro gap, probably exactly the blue color line where I have drawn, they would have exited, the upper blue color line. The lower blue color line is this 1 minute trailing stop, exit. So either way you have to exit, there is no other option. Let me go to the 5 minutes time frame. The 5 minutes. See again 5 minutes, you see. Candle is opened, again it changed. Go to 5 minutes, the gap is not there. See I don't know, something really something fishy is happening at trading view. But anyway, the blue color, this was the condition in the market when market was started, because this was the blue color line I had drawn early in the morning when market started, soon after that. Because we got the trade early, immediately at 9:16 candle we got, after that prices were moving, and when it reached the target, it reached the target at 9:50 candle. 9:16 you took entry. So we can say approximately 9:15 and 9:50. That means within 35 minutes your trade is completed. Sorry, within 50 minutes. 50 minutes? No. 9:15. So within 35 minutes, sorry. Within 35 minutes your trade is completed. And how much profit it has given? It has given a very good return. Tata Communication has given a profit ₹8,458 profit based on one futures margin cost, which is 8.9% ROA, close to 9% ROA. And future cost is also very less, only 84,000 rupees. The cost of one future slot is around 84,500 something. Compared to all other futures, this is the cheapest future, Tata Consumer. And 8.9% ROI you got in just 35 minutes. And today what kind of market it was? A bearish market. In a bearish market, our long trade is executed because it is a high liquidity trade. In a bearish market. Generally look into the other stocks, many of the stocks were down. But Tata Communication has given profit. Because the zone is pierced, next time we cannot take any trade here. Because today our stop buffer protected our trade. We already learned stop buffers based on daily ATR values. Every day we are publishing those results in our premium videos. At the end of the video, the last 2 or 3 minutes video, I am publishing every day stop buffers for each stock and including indices, all the indices and all our equity stocks. But F&O companies, the equity stock should be listed. Those stocks, I am publishing the data in our report. So it is within the stop buffer. And one more thing, it has given 1:6 RR and also reached exactly at the pro gap where it is started, the market is started. And after that, see pro gap what it has done. See how powerful pro gaps you need to understand. We have 5 minutes pro gap, it is a rally, 2 base candles and a drop. The moment it went, see how forcefully it pushed the prices again. This time it is completely breached. Completely breached, prices closed outside this zone. Because every high liquidity zone will be having a expiry period. It is already tested 7 times or 8 times. This zone, see how much profit it has given so far. So much of profits it has given. Short-term profits it has given. Long-term, see this is the long-term profit. Those who would have holded by taking a trade either here or here, they would have got a very, very good long-term profits. And finally today it got the expiry date. But before that it gave a good trade and then it expired. That's why always high liquidity zones, they give us a very good profits compared to any other demand and supply zones. And moreover, this 5 minutes high liquidity zone is also acted as a horizon to the entire daily high liquidity zone. That is another reason why it is so powerful. Generally, you see many of the 5 minutes high liquidity zones, they give 3 times or 4 times they give tests. Of course, few zones maybe only 1 time or 2 times they test and then they will be violated. But many times on average you see 3 or 4 times you see. Sometimes even 7 times, 8 times, even 12, 15 times also high liquidity zones will test the zone and give you profits. But they are extreme situations, forget about them. Average situation, 3 to 4 times high liquidity zones will give us some good profits. But this one has given 7 or 8 times. The reason is this is not only a high liquidity zone and also it is acted as an horizon to this entire daily high liquidity zone. Horizon to entire daily high liquidity zone. That indicates it is having so much of strong order flow. And finally it got the expiry date today. But even before expiry, slightly pierced and from the stop buffer area, again prices moved up and reached a very good target it has given. 1:6 RR it has given. And moreover, the ROI is 8.9% ROI. Our average intraday ROI is 6% for high liquidity zones. In the recent months, we have seen that was even slightly less than or around 5%. The last 1 or 2 months we have seen after the elections, market volatility is less. That's why the profitability is slightly reduced. But again in the future, once again we will reach up to 6% or beyond 6% we will get. Today is one such kind of date. And more interestingly, today's market is bearish market and a long trade is executed. Not only Tata Communication, there is one more stock also. The long trade, how well it moved today, let me show you. But slightly we missed, just with 2 rupees margin, 1900 rupees stock, with the 2 rupees difference, we missed the trade. Otherwise, it could have been a very good trade, another trade. So, which stock? That is Muthoot Finance. Muthoot Finance is also daily high liquidity zone. Even though today's market is bearish, see, Muthoot Finance, what happened? It moved up. Entire day market was going down. At least you Tata Consumer, it reached the target and again it came down and finally the whole zone is breached. Tata Communication, you see, if you look into the entire candle, it moved up and again came down. See how bearish candle it is. But that is not the case with Muthoot Finance. Even though market is entire day market is going down, but this stock is moving up because from this high liquidity zone it entered into the order flow, the 5 minutes fine-tuned 5 minute zone, where the order flow, actually it is not a fine-tuned 5 minute zone, this is an aggressive trade setup. Once I get into the analysis discussion, I will explain. See here, the price came very close. After adding an entry buffer, generally we can add a maximum of 0.1%, right? 0.1% entry buffer, generally we can add if it is within our risk management. Even after adding that, 2 rupees difference, slightly we missed the trade. Another 2 rupees, it would have gone down today morning. We would have got a clear trade. But the reason why I am focusing on this stock is to make you understand the power of the high liquidity zones. People who've been with NeoStock, following NeoStock for the last 6-7 months or last 1 year, you are all aware of the power of the high liquidity zone. But recently many new people joined in our channel. It takes some time for them to understand the power of the high liquidity zones. Such kind of markets only you see the real power. We have seen previously several times. Market was bearish, our long trades worked very well. Market was bullish, our short trades worked very well on that day. Against the overall market, high liquidity zones performed. Even today you see how bullish, maybe slightly we missed the trade, but still how bullish it is. It entered into the high liquidity zone. See, prices entered into the high liquidity zone and see how it moved again after that. It was rallying. Maybe at the market closing some profit booking might be there. That's why it came down a little bit. But still see the candle. See, earlier it was falling. It was falling with a gap down. It was fallen with gap down. Even then, after reaching the high liquidity, the whole fall is stopped. Then started changing the direction. Again it will move up or again come down and finally it give a trade. Again it will move or it might be violated and then take the order flow in the next zone and again it will move up. All these things will depending on the futures price action. But at present today, how it worked is more important. Okay, how I fine-tuned this zone, and moreover I told you this is not a fine-tuned zone. I already told you this is an aggressive trade. That I will explain. So let me first move on to the 75 minutes time frame. This is a daily zone, daily high liquidity zone. How our software identified? Our software identified this as a rally candle. Why it is rally? At the hidden body. The moment you add the hidden body, it is a rally candle. After that 3 base candles and then rally candle. This is the way our software identified this zone. Then I fine-tuned with 75 minutes time frame. Here I didn't have any 75 minute zone, proper 75 minute structure. This is not a rally candle. This is a drop candle, rally base drop, it looks like. But actually it is not a drop. Drop should happen down. So this is not a right candle. You can't consider next candle. This is a drop, this is a rally, in between no base candles. That's why here we didn't draw any 75 minute zone. But here I have drawn a 75 minute zone. We have a drop candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles and then a rally candle. This is the 75 minute zone I have drawn. Within this 75, again I fine-tuned with 15 minutes time frame. So I am changing the time frame to 15 minutes. Now look into the 75 minutes fine-tuned area, how I fine-tuned the 15 minute zones. See here you have a drop, you have a base and then you have a rally candle. Again you have a drop, you have a base, this is a rally. Actually it's not really a rally candle, medium size rally candle. But why I fine-tuned here, I have seen the price movement. This you will understand once you get some experience. Even if you combine both these into a single zone, this could be a rally candle. Why rally? This is not a drop. Why rally? Because there is a hidden body. From here, you need to add a hidden body. A big hidden rally will come. This entire body may be reflected as a draw, is a wick in the dynamic view. How to build these dynamic views already I explained in Q&A session 2. If you look into Q&A playlist at our channel, in the Q&A playlist, second Q&A, I have explained a dedicated video to make you understand the dynamic view. But for many people at the beginning level, it might be very hard for you to understand those concepts. But once your experience grows, and if you look into that video, you get crystal clear clarity in understanding the dynamic views. Okay, that is the reason why I am considering this as a rally candle with hidden body and hidden zones. Many people don't draw these zones, but actually such kind of zones institutions cleverly will place. So we can combine both. Why I made a drop base rally and follow through candle is, even though this is a medium size candle, the actual price movement is started from here. Generally people keep both these candles part of the zone. But why I excluded? So that risk will be minimized. The real order flow I will identify within this area. The real order flow you can identify at 5 minutes areas. I mean fine-tuned 5 minutes area. If I say 5 minutes area, the meaning will change. I should always say fine-tuned 5 minutes area. All the NeoStock students, you know the real meaning of fine-tuned 5 minute zone and normal 5 minute zone. Because the lesson 16, I clearly explained the concepts, fine-tuning the zone concepts. And also in lesson HLQ zone strategy, in lesson 21.3, I clearly explained HLQ zone strategy. There probably you would have understood fine-tuned zones in much better way. And now you see you have a drop base rally. This is a 15 minute zones. Many times we don't care such kind of zones because it is not a fine-tuned zone. Some price action clues should support. One thing is prices were moving and coming down. It came near to the zone. Maybe some of you may say it is not very near, but okay. If you look into the low of this candle, the distance is a very minimal. Maybe you can say this is the first close. And after that you see prices came, just touched the proximal line and see the huge rejection. And again second time also you see just touched the proximal and again there is a huge rejection. And also I explained in lesson 21. In lesson 21 you have around 8 videos are there. One of the videos, aggressive trade setup, I explained some 8 or 9 scenarios, aggressive trade setup scenarios. One of the aggressive trade setup scenarios, multiple rejections from your zone. Multiple rejections. See, huge rejections. Again another huge rejection. That is the reason why definitely today you need not fear to plan a trade in this zone, in this fine-tuned 5 minute zone. A strong order flow is there. Even prices did not enter inside the zone. Just either they are kissing the proximal line or just maybe a 5 paisa before the proximal, they started moving up. See, today also, just before reaching the proximal again. Why people seen, many people might have seen these price rejections. They remember the past history. And today they might have placed so much of order just before the zone. Because the order flow might be very strong before the zone, it not even let the prices enter into the zone. Before itself it pushed the market up. That's why we slightly missed our trade. Even after adding 0.1% buffer, still you missed by 2 rupees. That means people clearly looked into these rejections. Maybe institutions clearly looked into these rejections. Maybe new institutions might have added a new order flow just before the zone. Maybe this zone might have been created by one institution. Another institution again might be placing the orders. Maybe more institutions are placing the orders before the zone. Now what will happen? The power will increase. Prices not even entered inside the zone. That way sometimes we will be missing our trades, but we have to accept. Because if you are adding 2 additional rupee or 3 additional rupee beyond your entry buffer, your risk will be increased. Managing your risk is not easy. So that's why sometimes missing the trades are much better than increasing the risk. Because every time it won't happen like this. But why I focus so much on this particular stock is make you people understand the power of high liquidity zones even in a bearish day. I want all you people to understand that point. Okay, what about the other zones, 15 minute zones, how I fine tuned? Already here you have a 15 minute zone. See here, this is a 15 minute zone. Here also you have a 15 minute zone. How I fine tuned with 5 minutes? So going to the 5 minutes time frame. Yeah, here in the 5 minutes time frame, see this 15 minutes aggressive setup identified a drop, 2 base candles and a rally. See, previously just kissed the type 2 proximal. Second time when prices entered, just before entering into type 2 proximal, prices were started moving up. Here you see, just maybe 5 paisa before. See the low of this candle. Low of this candle is 1966.40 paisa. And what about the high of this candle? 50 paisa. 1921, sorry. 1926. 1926, 95 paisa. This is 1927, 15 paisa. So 20 paisa difference. This is 95 paisa, right? Yeah, with 20 paisa before, prices started moving. Today it was even well before, much before prices started today. See, today the low of this candle was 1931. But what is this high of this candle? 1926.95, round value 1927. 1927 and the low of this candle 1931. So 4 rupees difference. If you added 0.1% entry buffer, 2 rupees buffer is added. Even before buffer, another 2 rupees before, prices turned up. Without stop buffer, 4 rupees before. That means other people also recognized these rejections, and that's why they are very clever, placing the orders well before that. But I don't know how they are managing the risk. Maybe without risk management, blindly they kept, or they used some other approaches. That could be a different story. But as a demand and supply zone trader, we always respect the risk management. If we don't respect the risk management, mostly we will be losing our capital. We are getting profits mainly because of proper risk handling mechanism. Even if we miss the trade, we don't mind. But risk management should be accurate and proper. Okay, what about the remaining zones? So how we fine tune? These are the fine tune. See, actually you get a drop base rally. But why I didn't draw drop base rally? Because this 15-minute zone is created with the help of this drop base rally. This is a 5-minute zone. A lower time frame zone is a horizon to this 15-minute zone. This is only reflection to this horizon. So this drop base rally is only a reflection from here. So that means the real order flow will be in this drop base rally area. Next time again prices will enter into this area, this 5 minutes area, and then it will be started moving up. Because this is clearly indicating institutions again added a new order flow in this area, drop base rally. Already a strong order flow is there. Again new order flow is again they added. Because below so much of order flow is there. Exactly the same way here also, in this 15-minute zone we have a drop, but so many base candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then rally. That means entire 15-minute zone is occupied with 5-minute zone. It looks like that. But actually, this is only a reflection from this zone. See the movement, prices are not moving in a narrow way. They are moving up, see higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. Such kind of bases are not really comfortable to us for trading. That's why here you can't plan any trade. Your trade plan will be here, drop base rally. And this is the 5-minute zone. Is the horizon for this entire 15-minute zone. It picked up the orders and then a new zone is created. The entire 15-minute zone is created. So here you need to plan the trade. Sorry, actually type 3 proximal I fine tuned. Actually, yeah, this is correct only. This is not this, because the lowest among again base and leg out in drop base rally, the lowest among. So this could be your zone. This is the type 3 proximal trade. Because the type 3 only this order flow is taken. So that means here we have a strong order flow. That's why I fine tune to type 3 proximal entry here. Okay, anyway, you have seen all these concepts, lower time frame as an horizon to the higher time frame. Same thing we have seen even in Tata Consumer also. We have a lower time frame that gave a trade today. That was the real horizon. Okay, but anyway, today in the first aggressive trade, slightly we missed the trade. Otherwise, this Muthoot Finance is a very good stock for learning point of view. Those who want to do fine-tuning the zones or aggressive trades in a perfect way, those who want to identify the 5-minute zones, this is a very good example for you. How I fine-tuned all these things? Because anyway prices didn't come. But I fine-tuned, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow or after 1 week, prices once again they may retrace back. At the time our software once again it may list. At the time we may get a trade here, or maybe this might be violated, and then we may get a trade here. One of these fine-tuned areas, definitely we get a good trade. So at that time this analysis will be helpful to you. See, everybody finally you should do such kind of fine-tuning the zone. This is well before trading only I fine-tuned, because prices anyway didn't come. This analysis will be helpful to you in the future, right? So that's why it will be a good learning for you. I expect everyone should properly do fine-tuning the zones. You should consider lower time frame and horizon to higher time frame. Even I overcome sometimes, because sometimes I am very busy, time is very less. Quickly I complete the analysis and I leave. At the time definitely mistakes, 1 or 2 mistakes will arise. But when you people are learning these concepts, perfectly you have to practice. Once you become an expert, okay, at the time you can finish quickly and you can leave. Maybe 1 or 2 mistakes sometimes happens, you can ignore them. But you should not accept any mistakes at the time of learning. At the time of learning, if you accept the mistakes, same mistakes will continue throughout your career. I don't want that to happen. That's why you have to do carefully. I have seen some people in our forum, they joined 1 year back, they have completed the course and they spent a lot of time in watching the HLQ zone everyday analysis videos. After that, they were entered into the trading with NeoStock. Earlier, we provided free reports. Now, we made it premium reports. But earlier, it was free. They made use of that. They made good money. Sometimes, 1 or 2 times, I made mistakes in a hurry. I ignored. So, one of these either aggressive trade setup or lower time frame as a higher time frame, they reminded me. During the analysis discussion, they asked the questions. There is a 5-minute zone as an LTF, which you didn't draw. If there is a strong reason, I tell this because of this XYZ reason, I didn't draw. That way they will be learning. If really I overlooked, I accept, I admit my mistake by saying I overlooked this zone. That's it. So see, now today they entered into a level, even if I make a small mistake, they are in a position to identify. That means they learn the concepts in a perfect way. Exactly the same way everybody should learn. Why they are able to do that? Because they spend good amount of time for learning. They didn't compromise. Every day they were waiting for these HLQ analysis videos, especially the last January, February, March months. I have seen every day they were expecting. Even if I delayed 1 hour by publishing this HLQ, they used to send comments in the other videos of our YouTube. Today there is no HLQ analysis video not released. That understands how eagerly they are waiting. What for they are waiting? To learn the concepts. But today they are making money. Definitely we should appreciate them, right? They are making money. In a month, at least 10 to 15 trading sessions, they are getting successful trades. And once their experience, they get even more complicated setups also, they will be in a position to identify. Maybe some struggle will be there until they become they get the 100% perfection. Probably next 1 year or 2 years they get 100% perfection. To the kind of level I am fine tuning the zones, they will also be able to do exactly the same way, or maybe much better than myself. That will also happen. It's all about how much quality time we are spending while fine tuning the zones. That's why these everyday analysis lessons are very, very important for the learners. Remember, these lessons are not for the traders who are currently doing the trading, because they already learned the concepts. Currently who are learning the currently who are doing the trading, they will also watch these videos, because to check their analysis, whatever the analysis they did, whether they did exactly the same way how I am explaining. For that they are listening, they are doing trading, they are earning money every day, still they are listening. See, we are all learners, there is no end for learning. Okay, that way it is useful to them. Main important point is people who completed supply demand zone price action course, or maybe completed at least second half of phase 2 training program until lesson 16 completed. And then people can start watching these HLQ analysis videos, because lesson 16 you learned when a zone will be violated, how to fine tune the zones, both the concepts you learned. Everyday HLQ analysis videos are very important for practicing both those concepts, because fine tuning zone only will identify the real institutional order flows. That is the key success for all our HLQ traders. Not only HLQ, even bullish or bearish trade setup traders also, that is the key point for their success. That's why watching everyday HLQ analysis video is essential for every trader. Every supply demand zone price action trader. And okay, apart from that is for your point of view. And from my point of view, why I am making this video, there is another reason. Because HLQ analysis is a new concept I developed. And moreover, software identifies these zones. And a human practically identifying these zones is not easy. So software is identifying them. When software is identifying them, for that identified zones, we developed a strategy, as I explained in lesson 21.3. How well this strategy is working. I need the data, everyday data. And the data should be visible to everyone. Because some people say, if I go and tell to somebody, I developed a software that is giving 5% intraday ROI or 6% intraday ROI, people will look at me like as if I am a fool for them. Because they think getting 2% intraday ROI, they have to struggle a lot. Getting 2% intraday ROI in the intraday trading, they feel that is an extraordinary profit for them. That is the way they feel. But we are getting 5% or 6% intraday ROI for majority of the stocks. And our average intraday ROI is 6%. So that's why whether you say or I say, they will laugh at us. They tell us it is impossible. It is unbelievable. They think we are liars. I don't want such kind of comments from the people. That is the reason why I decided to publish everyday HLQ performance evaluation. That's why I named these videos as HLQ performance evaluation. After market hours, why I am analyzing? Mainly to check how many trades got executed, how much ROI we got. Every day, every video we are publishing. Except in July month, some disturbance is there. Anyway, that data also I have to update somewhere during this month or coming month. I have to complete that. But remaining all the months for the last 1 year, we have data is available. All the videos are available. Anybody having any doubt, if anybody comment if you are saying we are getting 5 to 6% intraday ROI, if anybody laugh at you, immediately you can tell, see, go there, NeoStock website is there. All videos are available. You just cross check and then you laugh. That way you can proudly tell before them. Even I can proudly tell, This is my software I developed. This is how it is working. Proudly I can tell. Go and look at NeoStock YouTube. You have last 1 year videos are available, everyday videos. Go and check how they are performing. The moment they see the video, all proofs are there in this video. This is today's live market data. How prices were started moving up from this our software identified zones. It's not fun, right? It is a clear proof. So to put these proofs to the public, I am doing these videos from my point of view, from NeoStock software point of view. For your point of view, it is a great learning for you. Many people are attending these videos mainly because they wanted to learn these concepts in a perfect way. Those people in the perfect way, they attended the videos during Jan, February, March, April months time period. Today they are making very good money. Last 3 months, they are taking our premium subscription. They only encouraged me to go for this premium subscription. Today they are getting the profits. Because they understood. This is an easy way to get better profit, better money. Easy way we are getting. Why easy way we are getting? Software is telling, and we have a strategy already explained in lesson 21. All possibilities I explained. And more you practice, you get better and better perfection. Initial stage, some struggle will be there in bringing perfection. Because you have doubts will be there in your mind. Maybe right or wrong. Maybe you are right. Still you have doubts will be there. After you practice more and more, you will be in place of the doubts, you will be having the confidence. No doubts will be there in your mind. Confidently say, this is a perfect fine-tuned 5-minute zone. This is the area I need to plan a trade. See the rejection, how sharply moved up. Again here, how sharply it moved up. Maybe today we missed the trade, but again how sharply it moved up. All these are all the proofs for the concepts you learned in lesson 21. 21, you have 8 videos are there. In all the 8 videos, the zone strategy plus all these concepts step by step I have explained. And everyday analysis videos are practical examples for you in the live market. Hope you realize the importance of these videos. Okay, next one is RBL Bank. RBL Bank is also a daily high liquidity demand zone. RBL Bank is 5 minutes data is not available. That's why we didn't plan any trades. But still today, prices entered. After that, some rejection before entering into this fine-tuned 15-minute zones. But fine-tuned 5-minute zones data is not available. That's why I left this. And Tata Communication already we discussed. And Godrej is a 75 minutes highly. This is 75 minutes. No. This is a daily high liquidity supply zone. We have a rally base drop. It is a daily high liquidity supply zone. This was yesterday's closing candle. And anyway, this zone is not having, already explained I think in the last video, one of the videos, maybe in this video, one of these videos I have explained. It is already listed earlier. And we don't have a proper 15-minute structure inside. See, this is a rally based drop is a daily zone. Again, we identified a 75-minute zone, rally based drop, and a 15-minute zone structure is not good. See, 15-minute zone structure is not at all good. All these are all base candles, so many base candles. And that too they are moving like a step by step they are moving. They are not moving in a narrow range. So this zone should be violated, but unfortunately what happened recently, not today, recently, this is on 26th, prices came more deep inside. It's almost about to violate the zone, but near the digital line, sharply it came down. Maybe there could be some 1-minute zones might be there. might be having a hidden order flow, maybe any. See, prices are sharply coming down. There could be strong reasons, hidden reasons. Sometimes known reasons will be there. Sometimes hidden reasons will be there. But according to our plan, this is not a zone to plan our trade. But anyway, today prices didn't enter. Even if you enter, we can't plan a trade here. So this is a daily high liquidity zone, and the candle is this is the candle today. And next one is Hindustan Petroleum. This is a 75-minute zone. The stock is listed near 75-minute supply zone. Yesterday it was listed near 75. But actually daily zone is also there, rally based drop. Daily is also high liquidity zone. But software is not listed in daily zone, in the 75-minute zone. And moreover, we already discussed this stock few days back. I think in this candle we discussed. This is the 27th report. The next trading session is 30th. 30 September HLQ analysis video. How I fine-tuned this zone, I explained. And this 75-minute zone I have drawn. Even I remember one of our members asked a question also. We have a drop-based drop I have drawn, and our software also identified this zone. Yesterday's list, software identified this as a drop, base, drop. Drop, one base candle and drop. What is the question our member asked? I will explain that. Before that, this drop, base, drop, why our software identified? Yesterday the prices were near to the zone. That's why it is listed. But anyway, we can't plan a trade because it doesn't have any fine-tuned zone. See, today sharply it came down. Prices didn't enter. Maybe today if it would have been a bullish day, this zone might have been violated easily. Or institutions might have created a new 15-minute zone. Next retracement we may get a trade. That possibility is also there. If institutions did not create a new 15-minute zone inside this 75-minute zone, mostly the zone will be violated. Okay. Why there is no order flow? Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. You will understand. Look into the 15-minute structure. It's not a good structure. You have a drop, you have a base, but this is not a valid leg out. But this can be used as a leg in, base, but this is not a valid leg out. So because of these reasons, we couldn't, under rally, base, rally is there. We have a rally, drop in between, no base candles. So that's why we didn't have any proper structure here. Okay, what is the question our member asked? Let me explain, because it is useful to some of you people also while drawing the zones. He asked me, this is a rally candle, this is a base candle, this is a medium size leg candle, this is another base candle, this is a drop candle. So why can't we draw a zone like this? That was his question. That also makes sense, right? Because medium size candles can be kept part of the base. If there is earlier base candles are available, the medium size leg candle. But that condition you can accept. Immediately leg out candle should be there, or another medium size candle, and then leg out candle should be there. That way also okay. You have a rally, you have a base candle, you have a medium size drop candle, you have another medium size drop candle, and then you have a drop candle. That way you can draw a zone like this. But here you have a drop, you have a base, you have a drop. Now situation will be changed like this. Drop, base, drop. Got it? So, excuse me, somebody is ringing the bell. Give me a minute, please. Okay, I'm sorry for the delay. So you got the logic, right? So because there are base candles, now this is qualified as a drop base drop. If there is no option, this is not a base candle. This is also a medium size leg candle. At the time, we include both these medium size candles part of the base. So before the leg out, such kind of condition should be there. But here we have a clear drop base drop is there. Always we have to give priority to this order flow. In this area, we should identify the proper institutional order flow. Suppose, one more point. If you convince this candle is a small size candle, you know what is small size candle, right? We have three types of candles, as I explained in lesson 1.3 or lesson 3. In between I explained. I think 1.3 only I explained. We have three types of candles. One is the small size candle. Second one is the medium size candle. Third one is the large candle. If it is a small size candle, even it is completely filled, entire candle is filled with the body, still the entire candle you can consider as a base candle. If it is a small candle. If you are convinced with this candle is a small candle, then you can draw the zone like this. Because this is a base candle. This is not a medium because small candle. This is also a base candle. This is also a base candle, a drop candle. In that situation, you can draw rally base drop. You got the point? But for me, this is not a small, I am not convinced this is a small candle. I consider this as a medium size candle. So that's why I have drawn drop base drop. Even our software also not convinced this is a small candle. Our software convinced this is a medium size candle. That's why software identified drop base drop. Because this zone is identified by our software. Yesterday we got this. But when I drawn this zone I have drawn some 3-4 days back. In the analysis video I have explained. Probably on this day, maybe on Monday analysis video, I might have explained this. Monday's video. Please look into Monday's video. At the time, our software did not identify this zone. Our software identified the entire daily zone. But today, our software did not recognize this daily zone. Our software recognized this zone, drop, base, drop. But still, I am keeping this daily zone because this is also a high liquidity zone. Inside a daily high liquidity, now we have a 75 minutes high liquidity zone. Inside this 75 minutes high liquidity zone, there is no proper order flow. When there is no proper order flow, mostly 80% scenarios, this zone will be violated. 20% scenarios, institutions may create a new 15-minute zone inside this area, push the market down. In the next retracement, we get the trade opportunity. If that does not happen, mostly this entire zone will be violated. Hope you got the clarity, because this is a very good doubt. One of our members asked. I think he asked this question on 30 Monday HLQ analysis video. In the comment section, you may find this on 30th HLQ analysis video. Same explanation I have given, but that is a text. Now I have explained with this example clearly. Now probably you get better clarity about this scenario. It's a very important this lesson. See, actually I thought of explaining all these concepts in detail in the upcoming training sessions. See, such kind of scenarios won't happen every time, once in a while. But that once in a while occurring scenarios only, you will be learning these special scenarios. That way you build your experience much better. So what I do, I keep this video under important analysis videos, because this is a very good learning for many people. Okay, this is about Hindustan Petroleum, but I don't know how many of the people will watch this video till the end. But unfortunately, end of the video, you have a very great or a very good learning concept is there. I will mention this point in our Telegram channel, but I don't know how many of our members really look into this. So this is about the HLQ zones identified. Hope this information is useful to you. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.